Casper Mountain Rehab. My name is Tracy, and I am here to share a few things with you. Hopefully have some fun. I'm going to share my screen. I have a PowerPoint presentation prepared on my computer, so let me share my screen here just a second. And I want to be sure to share the sound and optimize for the video clip. Let's see. Okay. All right, so I am going to share with you some things that we can do on the computer over Zoom, and then they will be recorded and available for you to watch on YouTube. Okay, so the first thing, I don't know when in the day you're going to be watching this recording. So in case you're watching the recording in the morning, I have a good morning song for you.
Last thing I remember saying bye to yesterday. Glad to see it over, pulling covers over my head. What were you doing while I dreamt the night away? 'Cause I can tell that something's different and my eyes ain't even open yet. I'm smelling coffee, birds are singing just outside. Here comes your mercy, streaming in with the morning light. My heart's racing, waking up to your smile and saying, good morning. Yeah. It's a good morning. Yeah. I remember reading, you're the God who never sleeps. While I've been dreaming, you've been singing over me. Yeah, singing about my freedom, waking me up to hear your song. Now I can't dance hard enough 'cause yesterday is gone, gone, gone. I'm smelling coffee, birds are singing just outside. Here comes your mercy, streaming in with the morning light. My heart's racing, waking up to your smile, say good morning. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good morning, yeah, yeah.
That is Good Morning by Chris Rice. Kind of song can put you in a good mood. Now, in case you're watching this recording and it's not morning, here's another song that can be applied to all night or all day. Now, Casper Mountain Rehab, does anybody there have a birthday today? Anyone celebrating a birthday in your group today? Just in case, here's a happy birthday song for anyone there that's having a birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
All right, now, I don't know when it's your birthday, and I know it can't be everyone's birthday. It's definitely not my birthday today. Let me figure out why my slides aren't going forward. Okay, now it's letting me go to the next slide. So this is for anyone who is not having a birthday. In Disney's Alice in Wonderland, they called that a very merry unbirthday. So here is the unbirthday song.
Very merry unbirthday. A very merry unbirthday. A very merry unbirthday to us. Very merry unbirthday to me. To who? To me. Oh, you. A very merry unbirthday to you. Who, me? Yes, you. Oh, me. Let's all congratulate us with another cup of tea. A very merry unbirthday to you.
I'm sorry I interrupted your birthday party. Thank you.
Birthday? My dear child, this is not a birthday party.
This is an unbirthday party.
Unbirthday?
She doesn't know what an unbirthday is.
How silly! I shall elucidate. Now, statistics prove that you've one birthday.
Imagine just one birthday every year.
Ah, but there are 364 unbirthdays.
Precisely why we're gathered here to cheer.
Why, then today is my unbirthday, too.
It is.
What a small world this is.
In that case, a very merry unbirthday
To me?
To you.
a very merry unbirthday
For me?
for you.
Now blow the candle out, my dear, and make your wish come true.
A very merry unbirthday to you.
All right. Okay, next I'm going to read to you from this book called The House That God Built. I don't know if I can see it on the camera or not. There, The House That God Built. I'm going to read a story that starts on page 39 of the book. This story is called Lucy and Me. Lucy and I seemed afflicted with foot and mouth disease. Together, we made bloopers and afterward laughed at the ludicrous results of our good intentions. Big-hearted and clumsy with noble attempts, we were in and out of hot water continuously. Every time anything noteworthy happened within the family, our siblings would warn us, "Now don't go to school and tell everyone." Who? Me? I didn't say a thing. I admit that I could never keep my mouth shut when it came to family embarrassment. Still, I could never voice an opinion when interrogated by anyone but my most intimate circle. One time when Daddy drove our little Willie's car out of town to work, Mama had to walk about half a mile to a grocery store. Mary and I begged to go and went with her. Up the hill, at the corner south of our house, there lived a family with a large fenced yard and a frightening number of hounds who set up a din every time anyone passed. Mama had let us dawdle along behind her, immersed in our daydreams. When we heard the dogs barking, we looked up to see Mama far ahead with the dogs between us. She was too tired to come back for us. She tried to coax us past the dogs, then finally sent us home and watched us go into the door to stay with Polly. I don't know what Mary did that afternoon, but Lucy and I busied ourselves on one of our many little do-good projects. Lucy must have been 7 or 8. She decided to surprise Mama by cleaning her kitchen for her. The kitchen was long and narrow with a big iron wood stove and a tea kettle to heat water. There was no sink or running water, just a small table with a washpan, a bucket of water, and a long-handled dipper. Pouring water from bucket to tea kettle and from tea kettle into a big dishpan meant a good amount of splashing. Lucy had put the dishpan on a long wooden bench so she could reach it easily. Entranced with the soap suds and eager to help, I convinced Lucy it was a good time to empty the tall, freestanding dish cabinet and give all those dishes a fresh washing. Together, we took every dish and pan, jar, and utensil out of the cabinet and piled them up on the countertop, on the long wooden benches we used for chairs, and in every place we could find a hole. When Mama walked in, hot and exhausted from her trip, the cabinet was empty, the room a disaster. Lucy was splashing in the pan of soapy water, loading the dining table with wet dishes. I was trailing a big flour sack dish towel across puddles on the floor, trying to dry the dishes. Mama's cry of dismay ruined our surprise and squelched any desire to finish the project. She scuttled us outside and cleaned the kitchen. I don't think she acted any too grateful for our efforts. That wasn't the only time Lucy and I were generous to a fault. Lucy always had such noble ideas, and I always had the broader vision. When she decided to wash the dishes for Mama, it was probably my idea to wash all the dishes in the cabinet. Another time, Lucy learned that to really kill the germs, an item must be boiled 20 minutes. Later, a dentist came to the school to speak about tooth care. He gave each student a toothbrush. That evening, proudly remembering the 20-minute rule, Lucy decided to sterilize her toothbrush. I not only wanted my toothbrush sterilized, I thought all of the family's toothbrushes should be sterilized. We plunked every toothbrush into a singing tea kettle of water and began timing them to boil for 20 minutes. The rest of the family were gathered in the living room listening to Lum and Abner on the radio. At a commercial break, somebody became aware of a foul odor. Mama came to the kitchen to check and found the toothbrushes sizzling in the tea kettle, all melted and curled with bristles falling out. The brushes cost 10 cents each, and dimes were hard to come by. For some weeks, we all had to brush our teeth with swatches of damp cloth sprinkled with a mixture of soda and salt. Polly never let us live that down. She kept telling us to leave her things alone. Lucy mentored me more thoroughly than any teacher I ever had, including my parents. As we walked to and from school or went window shopping or played in the yard together, she was forever counseling me. God was ever present in her mind, and she made certain that I shared her piety. She never sent me away when I tagged after her on the school playground. Later, when we lived in Kimball, Nebraska, she also mentored my children. We were all reminded to recall the sacrificial life of Jesus in every frustration we endured. Instead of quarreling and complaining, we were to unite our hearts to Jesus crucified and offer it up. As a registered nurse at our local hospital, she counseled coworkers likewise. Amused when things were difficult or repulsive, nurses laughed and reminded each other to offer it up. Lucy told her friends how wonderful I was. Some of them were having weight problems, and Lucy's fitness classes were obvious. When women made excuses about age and the consequences of motherhood, Lucy held me up as an example. I was 27, and she was so proud that even with 6 babies, I was still slim. When the nurses aired their frustrations in housekeeping, she again held me up as a model, extolling my clean house with 6 children, all under 10 years old. When I failed to live up to her standards, she worked like a horse to make her statements true. I particularly recall how many different cleansers she used trying to remove the stains from the ancient commode in our under-par bathroom. Lucy gave us a record player and a few records. Among them was a record of prayers from Ave Maria. For several years, as I did my housework, my children and I listened to this record as our morning prayers. Some of us still say this one prayer daily. We also joined in singing Tennessee Ernie Ford's favorite hymns, which I credit as the beginning of harmony singing for my children. Others became my favorite hymn. The Ave Maria morning prayer. Good morning, God, and thank you for the glory of the sun. Thank you for the health I have to get my duty done. I want to spend the hours of each golden day with you, honoring your holy name in everything I do. So once again, good morning, God, and please depend on me, because I want to honor you through all eternity. Attributed to St. Francis of Assisi. Okay, so that's a story. And next we're going to have a sing-along. So the first song will be Have I Told You Lately That I Love You Just a Little Lovin' Will Go a Long Way by Eddie Arnold. Just a little longer. Continuing our sing-along. Next will be He Ain't Heavy, He's My Brother by the Hollies.
The road is long with a many winding tongue that leads us to who knows where, who knows where. But I'm strong. My brother, so on we go. His welfare is my concern. No burden is he to bear. We'll get there. brother. If I'm leaning at all, I'm leaning with sadness that everyone's heart isn't filled with the gladness of love for one another. It's a long, long road from which there is no return. While we're on the way to there, why not share? And the love doesn't weigh me down at all. He ain't heavy, he's my brother. He's my brother. He ain't heavy. He's my brother. He ain't heavy.
Okay. Now, tried to come up with something that had something to do with cowboys since you're in Wyoming. So how about Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys with Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson. sing-along section. So the next chapter of our time together will be videos by Christina Keating on YouTube. And here is her video.
Good morning, Prince Flash.
Good morning, my beautiful wife. Twilight, today's our first day as co-rulers. Why aren't we heading for the throne room? And shouldn't we be wearing our crowns?
I asked Celestia and Luna to take charge for a few days while we settle in.
Thanks, Twi. I mean, our honeymoon was wonderful, but it didn't really help me prepare for palace life. Or being a prince, for that matter.
I totally get it, Flash. As you know, it also took me a while to adjust to being ruler. But I have complete confidence in your abilities, and you're not alone. We'll be ruling this nation together. And with salvation at our side, I know we'll succeed.
Thanks. So, what will we be doing today?
I don't know. Would you like a tour of your new home?
That's a nice thought, Twilight, but as a guard, I've pretty much seen everything around here 100 times.
I see your point, Flash. Let me think of something else. Hey, I just remembered. We haven't opened our wedding presents yet. Let's start there.
Fine by me. It's gonna take a lifetime to unwrap all these gifts.
That's exaggerating a little, Flash. Still, so we don't feel too overwhelmed, let's begin with just opening the ones our friends gave us for today.
Whoa, this must be some of Rarity's best work yet.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Okay, Twilight, what's the matter?
Nothing?
Twilight, we may have only been married a couple of weeks, but I've dated you long enough to know that you get excessively giggly when you're nervous. This is a wonderful dress, and it was made by one of your best friends. You should be happy. I know when you're lying, Twi. You said you trust me, so tell me why this gift is scaring you.
You remember that other Flash I told you about? The one I met in the alternate world?
The human with the cool jacket? Yeah, I remember. He helped prove your innocence so you can run for princess at the school dance. What does that dress have to do with the other me? Wait, was your fall formal gown made by the other world's Rarity? So this dress is like the pony version of the dress you danced with the other Flash in?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I see how that can be kind of awkward. Well, think about it this way. If you didn't fall for Human Flash first, you probably would have never noticed me. We may be different souls, but it's clear our similarities were what attracted you to me at first. Once you got to know me, you fell for me as myself, and I can't thank Flash enough for that.
You're right. I shouldn't be worried. The other Flash would never turn me away from you. He actually led me to you.
Let's open the next gift, huh?
Yeah, I think we've seen enough of this dress for now.
Okay. Now, since this is a recording, if you're there in a group, you can pause the recording and have a little group discussion. So the discussion questions. Number 1, was there ever a time in your life when you felt pressured to take on a leadership role? Number 2, What do you do when you're feeling nervous? Number 3, did you ever have a boyfriend or girlfriend or husband or wife who was jealous of one of your exes? Okay, let's play a game. For the game, I'm going to have to stop this PowerPoint because there is a different PowerPoint. Let's see. I still need to share the screen though. Okay. All right. I need this to. I need this to show the macros though. Hmm. Let's see. Sorry, sometimes technology is our friend and sometimes it is not. Let me see if this works. Okay, let me see. To right click the file from the desktop or file explorer. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think I have solved the technology issue. So let me go to share screen and go to the game. Okay. So since this is a recording, if we were live, I could ask you to guess letters, you could guess letters, and then we could play the game that way. Since this is a recording, I'm going to start with the common letters that are in lots of English words. I am screen sharing and I want to go from that slide. Okay. So I'm going to get R. This is a place. The puzzle is for a place. Then in Wheel of Fortune, when they're guessing common letters, they often guess S. This is a recording, so I won't be able to hear you, but if you're in a group and you want to yell out the answer once you recognize it, you can go ahead and do that. R-S-T. R-S-T-L. R-S-T-L-N. R-S-T-L-N-E. Okay. Just to make it fair, I'm going to go ahead and go through the remaining vowels. That was A. O. I wish I could hear you so I would know if anybody had guessed it yet. U. And let's just start going through the rest of the consonants now. No F. No G. No J. No K. I believe we have solved the puzzle. Casper Mountain Rehabilitation and Care. Okay. Now we are ready to load the next puzzle. We'll start with the common letters R, S. This is the title of a show. T, L, R, S, T, L, N, E. Now we'll go for the remaining vowels. A, I, no I, O, U, no U, B, no B, C. Is there a D? No D, no F, no G, H, no J. There's a K, no M, no P, no Q, no V. The Lawrence Welk Show. Okay. Now the name of a sports team, starting with R. No R. S. T. No T. L. No L. N. E. No E. Wow. Okay, let's go through the remaining vowels. A. No A. I. O. U. No U. Let's go through the consonants. B. C. D. no D, F, no F, G, H, no H, J, no J, K, no K, M, P, no P, Q, no Q, V, no V, W, X, no X, Y. I think we have it solved. The Wyoming Cowboys. All right. I am going to stop the share and go back to the other PowerPoint. Now we finished playing the game. Slideshow from current slide. We here? Come on. Okay. Open art time. Let's do art together. So I am going to stop share. I do not consider myself to be an artist, and I am definitely not an art teacher. So the idea is not for you to try to do what I'm doing, but if you have your own paper, your own pencils or colored pencils, you can do your art, and I'll try my best to do a little art on my end. But if I don't share the screen, you're not going to be able to see what I'm doing. So, here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I will just try to come up with something, and hopefully it can at least be something interesting. All right. Okay, so then I will fill this in here. I like to try to do something that would be kind of like a sunset, but I'm just not very good at it. Let's see. Get some pink in there. Some orange or yellowish. Purple. Like I said, I'm not an artist, and I'm not definitely not an art teacher, but we'll see what we can come up with. I want to pick a different color. I guess we'll pick red. And I'll pick a heart shape. Let's do a big heart here. And we'll color it in. Okay. Now for Casper Mountain Rehab, I'd like to come up with something that is sort of like the mountains. I don't like that last line that I made, so I'm going to try it again. There is a definite difference between the drawing with a actual pencil and doing it with a mouse. My 5th grade art teacher taught me how to draw mountains. But it was definitely not with a mouse, and I did a little bit better with the pencil than I'm doing right now with the mouse. But we'll see what we can do. I think everything that I tried to do with the sunset is going to be covered up by the time I'm done. Sunrise, sunset. Okay. That's not going to work. I need at least a little bit of a different color, or it'll all just blend in, be one big blob. Okay, so then a different color here. Nope, I want that one the same color. Guess we'll do this color, this. Now we need to go back to the red. I think I like it better with the heart colored in instead of the mountains showing. So I'm gonna try to have this be red. And colored in red. Take a little bit here. Then I want some green. I think the kind of green I want is more down here. Maybe this green. This is usually used for like comics to make somebody talk, but I am going to use it to make bushes. And other side. And I want some roses on my bushes. That look like a rose. Maybe that's one. Two. I don't know. Not good to be a perfectionist when you're doing this and you're not good at it. There's 3. How's your art coming along? Are you doing art with me? 4, 2, 3, 4. 5. 6. And let's do 6 on this side. 1. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. And 6. Okay, so 6 on each side is 12 total. Let me get back to where's I need black. Is this? If this isn't black, it's pretty close. And it's not what I want. I am on the wrong shape. Here we go. Okay, I'm trying to cover up some of my mistakes here. Where I'm out of the lines. I'm still not totally happy with that heart. Okay. Maybe I can put something in the heart. Maybe. How about a text? Whoops. I love. That's too small. Let's see if we can make it bigger. There we go. Something like that. And then I need to select just this much. And where's this is cropped. Okay. So that's what I came up with. I hope you were able to come up with something. And if not, if you haven't had time, you can always pause and you know what? I'm gonna color that in. I like that better. Yeah, since this is a recording, you can pause and take as long as you want for your art. Okay, now I want to get back to that other PowerPoint. All right, so we did some art together. Maybe not. Let's see if it says my screen sharing is paused. So let's try to share it. All right, so the last thing that we're going to do together is have a little prayer session. If you are interested in staying tuned in for the prayer session, if not, this is a recording, so you can stop it at any time. Let's see. Let's begin with the unity prayer, and I encourage you to just say the prayer after me, one line at a time. So, my adorable Jesus, may our feet journey together. May our hands gather in unity. May our hearts beat in unison. May our souls be in harmony. May our thoughts be as one. May our ears listen to the silence together. May our glances profoundly penetrate each other. May our lips pray together to gain mercy from the Eternal Father. Okay, a reading from the Old Testament in the book of Jonah, chapter 3, verses 1 through 10. The word of the Lord came to Jonah a second time. Set out for the great city of Nineveh and announce to it the message that I will tell you. So Jonah made ready and went to Nineveh according to the Lord's bidding. Now Nineveh was an enormously large city. It took 3 days to go through it. Jonah began his journey through the city and had gone but a single day's walk, announcing, 40 more days, and Nineveh shall be destroyed. When the people of Nineveh believed God, they proclaimed a fast, and all of them, great and small, put on sackcloth. When the news reached the king of Nineveh, he rose from his throne, laid aside his robe, covered himself with sackcloth, and sat in the ashes. Then he had this proclaimed throughout Nineveh by decree of the king and his nobles: neither man nor beast, neither cattle nor sheep shall taste anything. They shall not eat, nor shall they drink water. Man and beast shall be covered with sackcloth and call loudly to God. Every man shall turn from his evil way and from the violence he has in hand. Who knows? God may relent and forgive and withhold his blazing wrath so that we shall not perish. When God saw by their actions how they turned from their evil way, he repented of the evil that he had threatened to do to them. He did not carry it out. Psalm 63, My Soul is Thirsting. This version is by Steve Angrisano.
My soul is thirsting for you, oh Lord, thirsting for you, my God. My soul is thirsting for you, oh Lord, thirsting for you, my God. Thirsting for you, my God. My My soul is thirsting for you, oh Lord, thirsting for you, my God. My soul is thirsting for you, oh Lord, thirsting for you, my God, thirsting for you, my God. Oh God, you are my God, and I will always praise you. In the shadow of your wings I cling to you, and you hold me high. My soul is thirsting for you, oh Lord, thirsting for you, my God. My soul is thirsting for you, oh Lord, thirsting for you, my God, thirsting for you, my God. Through the day you walk with me, all the night your love surrounds me. To the glory of your name I lift my hands, I sing your praise. My soul is thirsting for you, oh Lord, thirsting for you, my God. My soul is thirsting for you, oh Lord, thirsting for you, my God, thirsting for you, my God. I will never be afraid, for I will not be abandoned. Even when the road grows long and weary, your love will rescue me. My soul is thirsting for you, oh Lord, thirsting for you, my God. My soul is thirsting for you, oh Lord, thirsting for you, my God, thirsting for you, my God.
A reading from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 9, verses 18 to 26. The official's daughter and the woman with a hemorrhage. While he was saying these things to them, an official came forward, knelt down before him, and said, "My daughter has just died, but come, lay your hand on her, and she will live." Jesus rose and followed him, and so did his disciples. A woman suffering hemorrhages for 12 years came up behind him and touched the tassel on his cloak. She said to herself, "If only I can touch his cloak, I shall be cured." Jesus turned around and saw her and said, "Courage, daughter, your faith has saved you." And from that hour, the woman was cured. When Jesus arrived at the official's house and saw the flute players and the crowd who were making a commotion, he said, "Go away. The girl is not dead, but sleeping." And they ridiculed him. When the crowd was put out, he came and took her by the hand, and the little girl arose. And news of this spread throughout all the land. And it relates to the gospel that we just read. When you're hanging on by a thread, make sure that the thread is attached to the hem of his garment. Okay, we're going to end our time together by singing "Holy Spirit, You Are Welcome Here" by Francesca Battistelli.
There's nothing worth more that could ever come close. Nothing can compare. You're our living hope. Your presence, Lord. I've tasted and seen of the sweetest of loves, where my heart becomes free and my shame is undone. Your presence, Lord. Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. Your glory, God, is what our hearts long for. To be overcome by your presence, Lord. Your presence, Lord. There's nothing worth more that could ever come close. Nothing can compare. You're our living hope. Your presence, Lord. I've tasted and seen of the sweetest of loves, where my heart becomes free and my shame is undone. Your presence, Lord. Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. Your glory, God, is what our hearts long for. To be overcome by your presence, Lord. Your presence, Lord. Let us become more aware of your presence. Let us experience the glory of your goodness. Let us become more aware of your presence. Let us experience the glory of your goodness. Let us become more aware of your presence. Let us experience the glory of your goodness. Let us become more aware of your presence. Let us experience the glory of your Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. Your glory, God, is what our hearts long for. To be overcome by your presence, Lord.
May you be filled with the presence of the Holy Spirit, and I hope you enjoyed this time that we had together. I know it wasn't perfect, but even though it's not a professional production, it was made with a lot of love and thoughts and prayers are coming your way, and hoping that you have a great day. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.